Keep the handle down lower. You got to scoot it. There you go. Yeah, yeah. It's perfect move. That's kind of felt like really stiff, right? Kind of let it set there more at the top. That clip face was wide open. All right, so let's take a look at that one. Okay, I'm more focused again on that backside. So kind of watch how fast your top blends into your down, right? There's not really a set. Meaning if you watch the top of that, frame by frame, see how it just kind of goes right back down. You got better in the slot there. That's closer. Still jumped a hair early, right? So what it's gonna feel like? Have you ever seen that video of Tiger they always do, where he's doing this and his butt's out like this, and then he turns? That's kind of the exaggerated feeling you're gonna have to go for. So do a couple practice rehearsals, right? Okay. Get all the way to the top of your swing and pause. Yep. Stayed back on it. Good. Now, as you start your downswing, it's even more back there feeling, and then it jumps up, right? Try it again. Same thing. All the way to the top. Good. And then kind of let it sit back and down and then go. Okay. Keep that pelvis back longer. Mm-hmm. A little behind it. He's look a little locked. Those arms look super just locked out. Backswing's good in plane. Top's fine. Downswing's in plane. That's good. Backside staying there longer. Just chubbed it. That was much better, right? So that backside's definitely staying there longer. We just need to get this left hand probably a little lower feeling. So see how your left arm's kind of bent? You're kind of yanking up. It's part of why you chubbed it. So go ahead and set it up for me. So at impact, you're basically just twisting your hips open to pushing the hands down to there more. Okay? And that's kind of more of the impact feel you're going for it now. Good. Keep that head more right to there. Yep. Much better. Good. A little behind the ball, no big deal for now. Good. Yep. Good. Everything's in plane, even a hair under. The top looks better. Good. A little more time up there. The end slot, that's fine. Much better. Let's see where that backside stayed. It's back a little more, but that was a much better strike. So see how it's in the ground right here? It should hit the ball first, and then the ball's like that, and then it's in the ground, okay? So that just means we got to get more weight on that left hip sooner on the downswing. So you're going to have to feel like from the top, there's more of a bump into your lead hip, and your upper body is kind of in front of the ball and smothers it with your chest more instead of kind of a launchy driver feel through here. See what I'm saying? So as the spine goes up, kind of like what you're doing, you're bottoming out about 2.5 inches behind the ball. That's kind of what that low point number means at 2.8B. Means the lowest point of your swing is behind the ball right now. So what I'm looking for is to see if we can get it closer to 2 to 3.5A, right? Meaning if I'm on the golf course, my divot, the lowest point of my swing, that divot's probably 2.5 to 4.5 inches ahead of my golf ball, right? Hence, we hit the ball first, then take the divot, Right now you're taking the divot first, then hitting the golf ball. Okay, but I don't expect that to be like perfect as you're working on a new swing because it's definitely hard. So all that really meant is more weight on your leg going into the downswing. Backswing looks good. I would even let it hang out here longer, and just before the club comes down, just feel like you're sitting into your lead leg or lead hip more, kind of like you're almost sitting into it. Once it kind of hangs out there and you feel like that's good, just let it unwind. That's gotta been a heel strike. 13 degrees though, toe square, toe flare. Woo! All right, so while that's happening, so off the toe, did it just flare right? Not too bad. Normally you see the club face wonk open a lot more than that. That's interesting to me. Cool. All right, so again, if you look through here, at that point, you're getting closer. So right here, the hand should be closer to here feeling. Right? Chest is, see how it's kind of behind the ball still? I want to feel like you're more over the ball. So let's go to the top of the swing. Let's see where your weight's at. 2.7A, way better, by the way. Fantastic. Low points better. Or down, your downswing's better. Good. Yes, definitely. You can see now, okay, at the top of your swing, oh, you look good. That's like Scotty-esque. That's beautiful. Good. Sitting into the lead hip, excuse me. Downswing looks good. Little outside the line, right? The shaft should be more parallel to the slot line right here. Even if it's on top, you kind of want to start shallowing out more from the top. Does that make sense? Right, club head falls behind you more from the top of the swing. Hair steep, it's probably why you chubbed it. Hands are a hair out, but it's not bad. Like the impact position looks really good there. That's solid. Yeah, hands are forward.
I'll be right back.
All right, I would say just keep the hips moving. It looks like you kind of stop here, right? Once you get through here, to me, it kind of looks like the hips stop moving right through here, right? And they're kind of moving, but they're not like unwinding. And now the ball's gone, and then the hips start really turning. You see what I'm saying? I'd feel like once you get your hands and arms down to your right hip pocket feeling, from right here, just let the hips turn and unwind because I feel like you're holding off through here and you're getting stuck a little bit. Okay. Let that right shoulder kind of tuck in. Yeah, there you go. Good, good. It's all right. Now, again, some of the best motions at first are the shittiest outcomes, right? Like, again, this is where with amateur players trying to get better, when they make a move and it's probably going to show a lot more movement here and miss the ball, they beat themselves up, right? Because they think instant results. So let's see, did the lower body keep turning through it? Keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. Yeah, see, now it kept moving through it. Though you missed the ball, right? If you watch your pelvis on the transition down, you know, boom, boom, boom. Let's watch this right side right here for the most part. You can see it keeps moving. It's not stopping now, right? If anything, we just let the hands kind of come down a little sooner. Yep. If anything, they're probably a little too fast there, right? Because see how your hands are stuck behind you now, right? So what we're looking to do is get the hands up high, let them kind of fall in front of us, and then turn with it, right? So honestly, you got it pretty quickly. I would feel like, okay, the weight of the club starts falling, and then once it gets through here, then you start really turning with it, okay? That's pretty good, dude. You're very coachable. Which can explain why you get frustrated at golf. You're like, I know I'm doing it right. It's just like, dude, but this is good stuff. Good. behind the ball, definitely. Club hands was fast. It wasn't the best work you've done, but let's take a look at what happened there. Okay, good. Little steep. Not bad. Pretty. I don't mind that positioning. We just got to shallow it out more, right? We got to get that club head back here if we're going to go that high, right? I don't mind the Scheffler-esque top. The Scheffler, looking like the Scotty Scheffler look up there. Very high. I mean, that's all good. On the downswing, the club head has to get behind, or the shaft has to really start matching this slot line. It can even be a little bit above like it is. It's not the end of the world, but it's kind of steep coming into it, right? So it shallows out almost right there, but it's still above it. See how I'm saying? It's still just kind of hanging out there more. And that's going to cause, now take a look, where's all your weight stacked on this back side, right? You can see everything's over here. Boom. So at impact, yeah, your hands were more centered there, but you can tell your weight's behind the ball, right? And then we got a 5B, which kind of, okay. And, okay, I have a 6.2 upswing. So that means by the time my club had got to the ball, it already started going back up, okay? So that's just, okay, long story short, getting to the top, getting stuck back here. It's, what I would recommend to feel is to the top, hip bump, and then everything starts falling. Once it gets to here, then let the hips turn through, right? So top, just like you're getting, hip bump, fall, and turn. Does that make sense? Just smooth the top, keep the weight transitioning forward, let it fall through and turn with it. Much better, very good. Good path, super tight. Like I said, your swing path is really good. Low point went ahead of the ball, downswing was better, good. So boom, boom, boom. Good. Little steep there. I don't mind it. It's just, it's going to be at the end of the day, what performs best for you and what do you like to see, right? I don't mind steepness at the top of the swing like that. It's actually pretty preferable for some players. Again, I think at this point, we need to work on that club head getting back. This point should be more by your hip, right down in this area. Shallow it out for the downswing more. You get in there, it's fine. We're just hitting it off the heel. Or is that the toe? That was heel. Oh, you just hit it thin. Dead center. Just the club's a quarter inch off the ground. Okay? Downswing looks good. Impact looks really good. Hands look lower. See what I'm saying? See how that you can kind of see that lowercase y starting to form over here? So you're getting there. It's not just, okay, how do I own this more? It's good stuff, man. Not a lot of people can get in those positions that quickly. I'll tell you that right now. Like, so though you might not be getting the result you want, you should be very pumped on how athletic, how easy it is for you to get in these fundamental positions. Like, most people cannot do that on the first. I mean, have you been here before with all these cameras before? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you're good at it then. A lot of people cannot. They struggle. Good. Relax that right arm. Yeah, let's let it hang more. Let it dangle. There you go. It can be supportive, but not locked. Yeah, it's fine there. So if you're going to the top, I'd feel more here, right? This is more neutral. This is more Scheffler-esque. This is more kind of behind you, old school. This is where most people prefer to be. A lot of people like to be here. This is the rarity, but if you start the downswing and it falls more, they do that for more club head speed. Again, obviously, right? If you go bring it across the top, there's more path involved. It picks up more speed, right? The more you do that, the more it tends to want to stay right. The more behind you get past neutral, the more it wants to draw or hook on you. Does that make sense? I would say a little more upright with it. Yeah, half that. Good right there. Yep. For there. Once you do real swing, it's going to go bigger than that. That was a pretty good swing at the top. It looked really nice. Okay, we're getting square. Yeah, your path is tight. We just gotta keep the face a little more square. Okay. Plain, 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 good. Top of the swing. I mean, that looks really, that's solid. I mean, that's really good positioning. Club face is slightly shut, right? But if you can just kind of hang down more to kind of match the wrist in a sense, because as you come down, you can see that thing's already going to want to shut. This open, and then it's actually pretty good. What caused it to want to go left so bad? And the ground first and hair. You just flipped it through here. Not bad. Try it again. I like that motion on you. Looks good. Yep, there you go. Now make a swing. Stay right there. Just make a normal swing. Still a little behind it. Oh, man, that's tight, man. Look at that. 1.2 and 2 degrees. Face to pass 0.8. That's very tight. That's good. Watch, not going to pick me up because he doesn't like me. Come on, bro. Let's see where it went. Pretty straight. There we go. Yeah, this first move from here, the club just has to start falling behind you more, right? It's just out there too much, right? It's better there, but we still need that club head to get back here a little bit more on the downswing, okay? So go ahead and set up for me. Okay, so kind of set up. Go to your takeaway right here. Cool. Now it can be either here or most people like to prefer to see it there, right? Not so far inside. It's up to you. Doesn't bother me. So go all the way to the top. Kind of feel more here. Now on the downswing, start your hip bump, and as the hip bump starts, the club head falls behind you more, right? Then start letting it fall, and then now turn with the body. See what I'm saying? Right, so as you're doing your hip bump, your club head's falling behind you. So you get to the top, bump, and let it kind of fall at the same time, and then just turn with it, okay? Yep, part it out. Like, make sure your top of your swing is different from the transition down. Good. Now let it start falling. Better. Good. So a great feel for a lot of players is because you're like, okay, I know I want the shaft in, out, blah, blah, blah. So go all the way up to the top, right? And then come to probably about post impact. So once you're here, just feel like the butt of the club is pointing at the inside of the golf ball, right? And that the butt of the club is going to throw out towards the right side of the fairway. There you go. And that'll help get the club head more behind you on the downswing. Yes, a little too much, right? Right, make sure you stay down so you're jumping up, right? So we'll go here, and we still stay down on it. There you go. Yep, and then bring it all the way down from here to there. There you go. That looks pretty money, dude. You're athletic. Keep your feet a little closer together, right? More weight pressed on that left side, all right? Oh, off the heel. Okay. Half is tight. That's all good. Did you do the downswing right? I was taking a look. Okay, setup looks a hair press. Not horrible. Backswing looks good as always. Top of the swing looks pretty darn good. Pretty squared there. Now that looks way better, right? Really good there. So now you're dropping in the slot. Okay. We just jumped a hair too soon. About 3 inches, 2.5 inches. So right there. And if we choreograph, okay, my hands are a little behind me on this one. Okay, yeah, you're doing good. This is a lot. All right. Keep the butt back. Okay. So much better. Okay, try it again. That's interesting. So what I want you to practice when you can't find impact, okay, go ahead and set up. So you're gonna go to setup, then you're gonna go to impact, right? Use more of the hips. There you go. Yeah, keep going. Because the impact, you're over here, right? The hips are kind of flared more to this, let's say 45 almost. Good. Yep. Now from there, go to the top. Good. And let it fall back down to impact. Back up. And let the club fall dead center of the ball. And then reset back up, shake it off, and try to just feel that positioning again, right? The number one thing when you can't find striking the ball, like one time it's off the toe, one time, and it has like a 3-inch variance, just start going back and forth slow. The slower and smoother you can go to the top and through the half back, or even from setup to top to impact, the more you can do that and get it to return to the same spot, the easier hitting the ball in the center of the club face is going to get. But if every time you swing fast and you don't actually train that part of the swing, it can be off. Just behind the ball. Go ahead and grab a 7-iron. Good, really good. We're just hitting behind it, right? Boom. I mean, everything was really good from there. Yeah, you did everything too much, right? 2 and out. So you're almost, you're right. You're inside that ball. You're so athletic, right? Feel like it's straighter through here once you get there. It's not bad, man. It's very impressive how quickly you get the movement. So good stuff. All right. Good. So hold on. Let me switch the tag up a little bit. 7-iron. Go. Okay. Not so much after there. Good. Give that a shot. Better. Good, good, good. Okay. So what I want you to work on for your practice swings right now, there's hair behind that one. Okay. All right. So go ahead and what I want you to do on your practice swings, go ahead and set up for me. Make sure that when you sweep and do your rehearsals, that your club is over here on your sweep. And open up your body line a hair open for me. Good. Now scoop back that way about 1 inch. Good. See if that changes your impact position better. Keep that kind of more there. Good. Sweeps ahead of the ball. There you go. Good. Even more. Really on that left leg through the ball. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, try ball. Good. Scoop back. Yeah, that's fun right there. Scoop back this about 1/2 inch. This way. There you go. Good. Scoot a little closer. It's a little far away from it. And then right shoulder down. Good. Better. Very close. The hair behind it. Half was a little left. still behind the ball. Hands are a little pressed on setup, but at impact, still a hair behind. Better. So I'd say you're probably at this point too far behind the ball. I would try to say stacked on top of it a little bit more. So you're still behind it. That's great for a driver positioning, but I'd say try to keep your head more on top of the ball. So go ahead and set up for me. Okay, about 3, yeah. And so good. Scoot this one about 1/2 inch. There you go. Hands let them hang more. Fantastic. Now go to the top of your swing and pause. Turn the body more. There you go. Once you feel more there at the top of your swing. Now swing down. Yep, better. Okay. Let's see. Look at that. See how you're more over the ball now? Right? That's kind of what we're looking for. Versus, see how behind the ball you are now? Right? So we're trying to get to that position more at the top. Just stay more over that ball. Okay? Try it again. Good. You can put the ball a hair more center if you'd like. Good. Drop your right shoulder down and in. Yep, better. Very close. You're still sitting behind it. Okay, so. Good. Setup looks better there. Hands are more neutralized. Good takeaway. That's really good. You're definitely there. You're trying to get forward more. All right. Well, that's. Go ahead and set up on this board for me. And what we're going to do, whoa, see how it clicks? Top of the swing, I want you to get it on the back foot, and then downswing, I want to hear, kind of get it over there if you can. If it doesn't click, that's fine, but make sure you get over here, and the hands are going to be into that ball, so I'll kind of show you. So you're going to be more kind of loading that backside without shifting behind it, but I want you to kind of feel hip bump, hands low, okay? So boom, hip bump, hands low, okay? Don't have to go hard. That's like literally all the intensity you need to go right there. Right, so you're gonna load the weight to the back side, but not shift behind it. Good, yep, now use that left heel to drive the left hip to kind of let it fall. Kind of, try it again. To the top. Good, let it sit over there. Right, and then into the left side and go. Right, hands down low, not here, low. Okay, more hips open to it. So you want your hips kind of feeling more parallel or 45 degree through the ball. You're kind of more here, a little more turn on it. Hold on, let me move that back a hair for you. Good, now left into that lead board. Let it shift. There you go. Hands low, feeling. Low. Okay. Your grip's going to feel like it's down by your left knee at impact. Good, to the top. Good, left hip into your lead side. Yep, and then better. Good. Yep, and kind of everything there. You're going to just fall now, right? Boom. Try not to hit the ground first. Hit the bag first, right? Does it make sense, though? You kind of feel your weight's transferring to that lead side. Hands down low, 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 low. There you go. low by your knee feeling, right? Push your butt out of the way. So you feel like it's this, right? Really smother it more. Good. Smooth up. Let everything kind of go down more. Up, shrink. There you go. There you go. Yeah. There you go. See how you kind of cleared out of the way versus stood up? Good. Try it again. Better. Good. All right. Let's hit a few balls now. We're trying to work the hands a little more forward instead of so behind you there. Good. Good, good, good. All right, hit a couple. Very close. That was a very good swing. Good. Attack angles down. Club face is open. I went to the right. Better. Good. Hands are more in front there. Way better. Okay, so what do we do at impact? Just off the toe. Yeah. All right. That's good. Keep doing it. Just try to hit the ball straight at the center line all day long. Split the black between the two pitchers right here. Try to hit it right here all day. Feet a little closer. Good. Still getting so much weight on that back foot. Right? 4 inches behind the ball. So watch your kind of top of your swing. Watch where's all that weight stacked right there. You're trying to fight it. You're close, right? Why are we getting jammed up with that last little foot? We're just not shallowing enough. Yeah, that's it. You're not shallowing. Okay, go ahead and set up. Okay. Go ahead and set up. Bring it to your takeaway right here. Good. Go all the way to the top. Good. Now let it fall down. Relax the arms to here. Now pause. Now turn into the ball smoothly. Good. Keep the club face a little more squared. Hands down. Right. You want to feel like your body is covering the ball more, and your club face is trapping the ball more. Okay. So we're smothering the ball more in the feel versus behind it and up, right? Kind of smother it more. Okay. So again, bigger thing you know is go ahead and set up one more time. You know, setup's pretty good, takeaway's pretty good. We need to make sure that we're getting back here before we get into the ball. So we can just shallow out and turn, right? So go back. It's pretty good. Try it one more time. Go all the way top, but stop at the hip more. So go down. Pause. Club head behind you more feeling. Yep. Not so much of that. You kind of bobbed it. Go ahead and set up right to there. So I'll bring it right back there again. More kind of here feeling. Okay. And then just turn in. Yep. Steve, rack 1. That's all right. Look good doing it. Okay, so you're doing it. Do a couple practice swings. Don't worry about the ball. Find your sweep, right? Go back to basic, simple golf rules. Okay, let's get your stance a little more closer together. It's like, there you go. Good. Smooth up to the top and relax. Find your sweep. Where's my downs? Where's my low point at? Still behind the ball. I'm going to tell you right now, I got to get on that left side. Get through the ball. Yep. There it is. Fling your dinghy through the ball, right? Better. Yep, we're shallowing out. Yep. Even more weight left at impact through the ball. Good. Yep. Yes, that was way better. Good. I want you to feel, and this might work for you, when you get to the top, that your trailing foot's almost pushing you into the target a little bit. Okay, instead of kind of getting loaded on it. I want you to feel like the trailing side's pushing your sternum back this way a hair. That'll keep you from shifting back, I feel, a little bit. So go ahead and set up for me. Now it's not actually really happening, right? But when you go to the top of your swing, feel like your left foot kind of keeps you more over here than over there, right? So that left foot's kind of pushing you that way a little bit. That should help you not get behind the ball so much. There it is. Good. It's ahead of the line. Good. Much better. Good. Smooth this down top of that ball more. Better motion. Attack angle's getting way closer to ahead of it. Good. Little pressed hands. So the number one thing I'm watching your setup, take a look. Your hands are pretty pressed, right? I'll just have the hands hanging just more center. They're a little forward here. Okay. Good. You're more on top of the ball there. Much better. Now you're getting there. Good. That's looking better. Try it again. Good. Yep. Close. Still behind it. Setup look better. Much better. Not press so much. Good. You're over the ball more. Hands are a hair high right here. All right. Better. Tugging that left arm through here a hair, but it's not bad. It's not bad. All right. So grab that ball and then give me 2 practice swings with the sweep going ahead of the ball. And then once you get those 2 feeling more ahead of the ball, then just set up and rip it, right? So I'd put it more right here. Good. And kind of make sure your feels are right. Good. Don't hesitate. Trust like one solid motion. Smooth up, smooth down. There it is. Perfect. Just like that. Oh, wasn't the same. Wasn't the same. Try it again. You're close, dude. You're doing it. You just got to trust it in front of the ball, right? You can widen your stance a little bit. You're getting a little too conservative with the narrowness. That's good there. Good. Smooth. Just sweep ahead of it. There you go. Good. Same thing. Nothing has to change. Great contact, much better. Club face open, but great swing. All right, 1.1A, good. Low points going or down, or setup looks way better, by the way. Fantastic setup right there. Yeah, that was a tight swing. That was much better. So that went about 140 in the air carry before it hit the ground. This is your best swing of the day so far, right? You're going to get a hair behind yourself, but that's okay. It's going to happen because you have the set the ball so middle, right? In order for it to look more square at impact, you're going to have more, you know, one or two things has to happen. We've got to open the body line more so the hands can clear. Or you put the ball position forward, which is another thing too. But none of those things are detrimental right now. I want you to keep working on what you're doing. Yeah. Better. Good. Keep getting that swing going this way more, right? See if I can do it. In a perfect world, I might die. So it was nice knowing you. Sit right there for a second. Okay. Oh, that was fun. So 5.5 down, or attack angle, and 7.4. Now that's a lot because I'm really on my left side because of my right knee. But let's take a look. You'll see how my hands are kind of more in front of everything on the lead side. But look how far forward that ball position is, right? So it's kind of a give and take. Right now, I don't really care if it's off your front foot 100%, as long as we start getting, you know, take a look here, ahead of the ball more. This is too much, a little bit by an inch, and that's too steep, probably by 2 or 3 degrees. But the point is to get that ball to carry as far as it does, I have to swing down on it more. And that's going to require the weight going ahead of the ball a little bit, so I have an efficient swing speed and ball speed together. Okay. From there, it's just lining everything up. Does that make sense? Cool. Very close. Much better low point. 1.5, good. Negative 1 point, good. So we're now trapping the ball. Now take a look. No coincidence. All of a sudden, wow, just went a little further. All right, these numbers are getting more on top of the ball. Yeah, 1.48. Ooh. Right club face, a hair open, but you now did what you intended to do. Fantastic. We're still over the ball. Weight's definitely transferring. Hands are now definitely leading the club into the ball way better. Good. Very good. Much better. Okay. Might be a hair right, but that's more of where the club face was pointing, right? So if we go into it, club face is open into the ball. Yep, and just stays open through it longer. All right, so just going open into it. We just need to square it up quicker. But overall, fantastic work there. Have I lost you yet? Do you understand what we're working on? Yeah. Cool. If I lose you, you just let me know, okay? Oh, just behind it. Now, an easy drill to start getting really good at transferring weight. I'm going to try to show you the best I can. Okay, is if I'm going to swing, I want it on downswing as I go, I want my weight, my leg, trailing leg to fling through. So I almost kind of go here and I kind of fling it through and I catch it, okay? That'll help you get in the weight not stopping through here. It's going to force the weight to go that way. So do a couple of practice swings. So go to the top of your swing and pause. Good. Now from there, just swing forward and let your right leg follow through with the swing. Just step out through it. Yep, there you go. See how the weight's now transferring guaranteed? Hit a couple balls like that. See if you can help you get that low point more ahead of it. Even more, right? Kind of did it right after you hit it. Really good on that left side. Path is straight. Swing looks good. Backswing looks really good. That's all really solid stuff, man. Very good. Very, very good. Yep, 100%. Yeah. Dude, you have a lot of really good things going on. It's just find that low point in that impact position, and the ball is going to just start flying. Like you have 85% of the work pretty much done. It's really good. Try it again.
I notice like even before like lessons and stuff, like I'm always hitting bottom.
Yeah.
Like my divots are always bottom.
That's one thing I want you to focus on whenever you're on the course and when you're. I have to make sure my bottom of my club, my bounce, I got to feel that, and it's got to be ahead of the golf ball right now, right? Your goal is, I don't want you to thin it, but I don't want you to hit behind the ball, right? I want you to feel like you're picking that ball really clean and then it's taking a divot. Okay. Better. You definitely didn't hit by those tight flare. But actually, dude, that's as that other shot wasn't good. I've seen way worse. Like most people, when they flare as much as you did, 18 millimeters here, that thing whomps open. I can see the front of the club head in slow mo. So you just need to feel here. Go ahead and set up, like we were talking about earlier. You ever see Matt Wolf? You remember him? All right. I want you to work on the Matt Wolf because he would always do like a prep impact position. So don't play like this, but so I just want you to push your hips to twist your torso to get the weight forward. So open the hips that way. There you go. Now lift up your right heel a hair. There you go. Like, how do I get to there? So back to setup. Now open the hips and let the hips move everything. How do I get to there? Boom. Right. One more time. Use the hips to push the body and hands low. There you go. Can you kind of feel that? Right. So this is driving everything to push it low. How do I master that position? Because this is the most important. Honestly, all this stuff's great. You're getting in a great position, but truly, whatever happens through here, whatever happens here, and what happens through here is really going to dictate 90% of what's going on. Okay? You're missing that one key piece because everything else looks really good. So close. Okay. So when I mean, your look 2.9A, 3.4, that is amazing. All of that's fantastic. At this point, if I kept getting the numbers like that over and over again, I would just start basically working my chip swing with my 7-iron. So go ahead and set up. God, those are real good numbers. You're impressing me. Okay. And just go from here to there and work on the club falling backwards and releasing. Right? So you're gonna go out here wide, you're gonna start the downswing, and the club's gonna fall back inside and release. And just work on getting my club to point where it's traveling. Right? We don't want the path to go more left. We want our hands or wrist to release the toe of the club more so we're not hitting the ball right. Make sense? So just 50-50 both sides, baby little swing, just find your hands. Okay, pulled left more. Okay, why'd that happen? Let me show you. And this is great field to work on. So right now, if we just went off the one swing, left to you means pull the club left instead of release the hand. So we got here, we got a hair steep and see how everything kind of goes over and the club face is wide open there, okay? It's not bad, yanked a hair left through the ball, so go ahead and set up. Now what I want you to feel like happens, bring that club right to here. Good, now when you start the downswing, it sets back through here, and then now you turn with it, okay? You see what I'm saying? So you're gonna go all the way back. As you start down, the wrists kind of sit back and into that flexion, and then you just turn. Okay. See if you can find that. Good. One more time. Right to here. Good. Pause. Now just turn through it. Yep. Hit the ball. That was better. I'm going to be in the way of that video all day. Cool. Good. You did it. It'll be a big old back in your line. Okay, so good. So now take a look at that impact position. Way better through here. Boom. Good hands are leading. Better. Still, you can still feel, okay, we're still picking it up a little bit because where's our spine? It's this way, right? More over that ball, right? Try it again. Let's take a look at the club face. Release the toe. Okay. Same thing. Good. Now release the toe to the left. Yep, let it fall, and the toe releases. Almost. You definitely got it shot. Yep. So that was different. A little behind it. That's okay. Wasn't too bad. But we can see on the downswing. Good. Look at that. The club. See how the club sets? That's really good. Yep. See how now it's when it sets like that. Now it's dropping into slot better in the downswing. That's really good. Love that. Love that. Yes. Good. Okay. Keep going the other way. Yep. Release the hand so you can see through here now. Cool. A little behind it, a little thin actually, right? Just the hair, but now the toe shuts with the ball more, right? Perfect. So you're creating that feel. Let's try it again. A couple more will untorture you. Does it make sense? I just haven't lost you, right?
Yeah, no.
Good. I mean, everything looks.
Trying to put it together.
That's the hard part, right? I'm gonna send you this video right when we're done, anyways. I got the last one to send you too. Better. Very close. Good. Low points better. Downswings better. Good. Just got to keep letting that. Your path is really tight. 1 degree is good. Just got to get the club face squared up a little bit more. Now a cheat code. You could just put the grip more in your pinky, in fingertips on your left hand. It's a little weak, but I'm not trying to change your grip at all right now, right? But if you have a problem with the club face staying open, I'd recommend trying to put the grip of your club more towards your fingertips and feel versus so much in the palm. Okay. Couple more and we're done. Hit a good one right on the pipe.